Hi everyone, welcome to my 2026 rebrand video. Yeah! Today I'm gonna go over 3 big things to move on to 2026, which is gonna be reflect, plan, and vision. So let's get started with reflect. I want to go over my 2025 vision board, which I made in late December last year, I guess like 2 years ago maybe. But we're gonna go over my vision board super quickly, that way we can get like quick little review, like what was I envisioning for 2025. So let's see. Here's my vision board, and one thing I was really trying to focus on was my finances. And it's not like I have to pay like a house or pay monthly dues. I don't even pay for subscriptions. Like, thanks to my brother who pays for ChatGPT. He doesn't even pay for it anymore, so whatever, but he paid for it during 2025. Obviously, my parents paid for like Netflix subscriptions and stuff, so I really did not have anything to pay for except my own things. But one thing I really wanted to work on for 2025 was kind of just looking over my finances a little and the money I was making at work and how much I was spending, because in 2024 I was like so excited over, oh my god, I have this much money. So one big thing I was trying to save on was coffee runs, because oh my god, coffee runs were my biggest financial. In June, I was planning on going, and I did, but I was planning on going to Italy to study abroad, so that was really exciting. But I was like, okay, I have to save up and have my own money to pay for like souvenirs or like whatever there is that I need to get, like the Italian goods. So my thing for 2025 was when I would go out to lunch with my friends and we'd end up at like Starbucks or something, I'd be like, okay, do I want to get this like matcha tea latte with 2 pumps of chai for like $8? Or do I want to save those $8 and get 2 cappuccinos in Italy? Like, I would rather get 2 cappuccinos in Italy. So instead of getting my daily performative matcha, I would just not. So yeah, most of my savings were, or all my savings were really just for my study abroad trip, and that ended up working perfectly. I went to my study abroad, brought back so many things, got like 3 or 4 cappuccinos every single day, not even kidding you. Did not have a heart attack, survived, and I love coffee. And kind of like going on to that, I have like a few images of Italy on there because I was really excited for my study abroad trip. That was my biggest thing. If you guys want to hear more about my study abroad trip, I'm so down to make a whole other video about that, but I'm just gonna go over it briefly just for now. But yeah, so I went to Italy, but before that, I kept telling myself, like, I have to push through these finals, I have to push through this quiz, have to push through studying, because I'm gonna get to Italy. Another really big goal I had was to get back into reading. So I do have like an image of books there. I love to read so much. I was stuck on Twilight for like a month. I read the entire book series in a month. I am obsessed, and it's not even just Twilight. Like, I've been reading ever since I was little, and this year I read the Harry Potter series. I'm still not done with it, but that was a big thing for me. I really wanted to get back into reading. Because of like high school, I don't have that much time, and I'm doing all these like other things, so I just couldn't find time to read, and that really stressed me out because I want to read, I just don't have time. And then I obviously have like a few quotes there, like pretty and smart, not much to say. Obviously did. I also have a Burberry scarf on there. I want to get more into like fashion and designer brands, kind of like be more educated in that sense, because I love fashion, I love girly things. Obviously love the color pink, if you can tell by like my background, but I never really got that much into fashion, so I really wanted to get into it, and I took that really seriously this year. Like, I started a whole business. Have a whole fashion line. I had a fashion show this year. I learned to sew. I did all of this stuff. And then finally, I have the girl in the art studio because I just kind of wanted to get back in my flow. Like, sophomore year, I was lacking a little. Like, I feel like my creativity was there, but I need to like spark more motivation so I can like really like work and like make some new paintings. But my ideas kind of changed as the year went on because I was doing the fashion brand and I was working on that every single day and sewing every single day. So I didn't really get to paint. I did, I think, like 2 or 3 paintings this year. But you can check my Instagram. Check my Instagram and yeah, you can see it there. So that was kind of a quick recap of my 2025 based off my vision board. And now let's get into planning. One thing I want to do is I want to create just to create. Like, I don't want to create for something for like a specific reason, or I don't want to create just because I need to. Like, I want to create because I like to create. And during break, I've like been wanting to paint. I've been wanting to do all this stuff, which I'm like getting more into, and I'm trying to get kind of like my mind back on the grind. I have to get back on the painting grind. But yeah, I mean, I want to work on my creative flow a little more. I want to be more active. So mid-November, I started going out on runs with my brother, and it's like my new way of coping. So I'm like trying to get more into it. Obviously, like go to the gym. I have to work on my vert for volleyball because guess who's playing middle now? So yeah, I went from playing libero to middle, which is not usual, but I am now, and I'm committed to, getting better because there's still a long way to go. So I definitely have to work on my vert. I want to get back into running. I want to do all of this stuff. Also peep my nails. So cute. I also want to hop on YouTube and make a few more videos, get used to getting back on the grind, because if you know me, if you're a real one, I've been on YouTube ever since I was a baby.
Okay. So yeah.
And no, wasn't my best work, but I had fun doing it. And the goal here is kind of just to document like my senior year, as I'm almost a senior and I'm really excited. I want to carry on like my financial less coffee runs onto 2026, because I don't know, like it was working for me from January to July when I went to Italy, but when I came back I was like, I'm free, like I can go on coffee runs now, I have money. And me and my friend Megan would literally go out during like school hours or during lunch to go get Starbucks. And I like literally the entire month of October and November, Megan and I were going out to get Starbucks every day.
Okay, we got I got my strawberry acai, she got the chai. Taste test. Ready? Wait. Cheers.
So obviously that's not good for my bank, but And kind of like my final thing for this year is I want to write a book. So I think that's going to be my biggest goal this year. I want to write a book, and I won't say too much about it. But I might do like some podcast type style videos on here explaining a little, but I'm really excited. I am such a creative in different forms. Like, I love to paint, I love to draw, I love to yap.
Huh?
And I think that I, by like writing a book, I would get all my feelings. Like, I don't know, but you'll see what my book is about. I already have the whole idea. I just have to get started. And right now, I've been writing essays for pre-college, so I haven't had time to start it, but I'm starting it. So that was kind of just like my planning step. Now let's get into visioning everything I just talked about. So for my goals this year, I tried to make them SMART goals, which basically means specific, attainable, relevant, and time-based. So SMART goals are usually easier to track, and they're not just like, I want to spend less money, because how are you going to track that, like, if you're just saying that? So my first goal is I want to be, like, more active, but I want to be active at least 5 times a week. That includes both days I have volleyball practice, plus one day I go out to run, and 2 days I go to the gym. That's a little bit more specific for me, because I know that I am going to end up going to practice. That's already 2 days. Running, there's Run Club on Mondays that I have been wanting to go to, but I don't know, I never do, so now I can. And then 2 days to the gym, which I usually do at like minimum, because I get stressed out with school, and then it's just like, oh, let me go to the gym and like relax a little. So yeah, that's 5 days in total I want to be, in which I want to be active. So a little more trackable. My second goal is I want to record and edit one YouTube video per week. So I want to be posting one video per week. We'll see what day it ends up being posted, but I want to be once a week. Number 3 is I want to hang out with my friends at least once a month, which I know is like, whoa, that's not a lot. Hold on, my voice is like cracking. I cannot. Let's get a quick water break. Okay. Whew, that feels so much better. Don't forget to get your water. I know that might sound a little like, whoa, don't you want to hang out like multiple times a month? Yes, I do. But I live like 50 minutes away from school, and it's really not that easy to hang out with my friends sometimes. So usually I'll only hang out with them like outside of school once every 3 months maybe, but I want this to be like at least once a month. Go out with the girls, I don't know, do something fun. Number 4 is that I want to have a manuscript for my book done by summer, and I want to be opening the document at least once a week just to like get ideas down or like get notes down. Number 5 is I want to have monthly and weekly goals for Purpose. So Purpose is my fashion brand, fashion line business that I started during summer, and I'm trying to like grow it a little more, make more pieces, do some fun stuff. I already have ideas ready, like collabs maybe. I have a fashion show coming up in March, and I have something else in May too. So I have a lot to be working on, and I want to have like mini goals so I can track it much better and not be stressed. Because I had a fashion show in December, and that was so stressful. I was like sewing random things like literally 5 minutes before the show, and I was so stressed out. I did not sleep. I had so much coffee every day, and I don't want to be that stressed out anymore. So I definitely am going to start tracking a little more, but I want to track weekly and monthly, so have like small goals and big goals. Okay, and my last goal is I want to read one book every 2 months. So that's kind of leading to like my finish Harry Potter series, maybe start another series. I honestly have so many books that I need to read, and I want to read a lot of them before I go to college, which means I have like a year and a half. Well, yeah, I have like a year and a half to finish reading them, and I'm not going to finish all of them because there are so many. I have a bookshelf. My bed frame is literally a bookshelf. I have so many books, and yeah, I have to get more into reading, and I have to find the time, so I will. Those are my goals for 2026, and it's currently 11:47 for me, which means that there's 13 minutes before my new year starts. I'm so excited for a new year. I need to restart so badly. This year was literally insane. So many things happened, good and bad, and I'm just ready to restart. because I really need a restart. I just really need a restart. Thanks for watching my 2026 rebrand video, and I hope you guys have an amazing, blessed up 2026 year. I'll be here with you guys, fighting for my life and getting these goals done. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.